Howdy, and welcome to our Animal Science Group project. The question our project seeks to answer is how genetically modified organisms affect producers and consumers. We were interested in this subject because as the world population increases, demand for food also increases, and GMOs have been known to be more efficient even though non-GMO labeling has become a factor in consumer decisions. Our presentation is aimed to help provide clarity on this issue. GMO stands for genetically modified organism. What this means is that organisms are genetically engineered to satisfy the demands of the consumer and to provide bigger profit margins in productions. The genetics of these organisms are studied and modified according to what genes will produce better offspring or crop yield. Simply put, GMOs exist to satisfy consumer demand and expectation. According to the Non-GMO Project, GMOs are believed to be a threat to farmer sovereignty as pollen drifting from neighboring fields of GMO crops contaminate surroundings. Additionally, the increasing need for herbicides and poisons is argued to be potentially carcinogenic to humans. Finally, GMOs cannot be recalled once released into the environment. However, from the producer perspective, food is in high demand, and when food is produced to the max efficiency, is safe to consume, is beneficial to local farmers, and enables greater competitiveness, GMOs are pretty desirable. The variety that GMOs create have led to GMOs becoming common practice, as well as increasing consumer interest in product. GMOs have been used mainly for animal consumption over the past 15 years and have become a controversial topic. Unlike the media has portrayed, the long-term effects of GMOs are very minute, if any. By testing these genetically engineered crops on rodents and target livestock, scientists are cherry-picking facts, which in turn is hindering society's ability to notice the positive attributes these crops play, such as helping to feed our third world countries and offering new nutritional value to foods. Multiple studies have shown that genetically engineered feed will not affect the animal poorly. Some demand that we have longer scientific research on this subject, but with experimental design flaws, it has split the community in two, those who are pro-GMO and those who are non-GMO. The typical consumer has many negative perceptions over GMOs. They have the idea that they are harmful and non-nutritious when present in human food. Many consumers also think that genetically modified organisms are unnecessary to feed the world's population and can be done without. The use of herbicides and insecticides has also been made to modify organisms drastically. The media tends to blow studies out of proportion and selectively comb through results to generate the most eye-catching headline. This has led to many questions arising, such as whether the pros outweigh the cons of GMOs and whether it is the consumer's responsibility to be educated on what they're buying or not. GMO diets and how they affect animal products have been an ongoing question in the industry. If the diets are negative towards the animal's health, then the product the consumer will receive will not be as high quality. But if the diet helps the animal's health, then the product the consumers will receive is a great product. These findings were found in an Australian study. A positive impact that was mentioned in this study was that genetically modifying plants may someday lead to denoting vaccines. A lot of research and studies have been made throughout the development of modifying the DNA of natural plants and vegetables. Besides the harmful effects that can happen when eating these vegetables, another factor that was strongly discussed was that workers also had to be super safe when handling these chemicals in new transgenic products. Some fruits are transgenic and provide a source of vitamins and nutrients to humans. Most people may think that genetically modifying crops would not impact or affect humans in any way since it is making the crop better. There were safety tests required on each product to check for any chemicals that can cause controversy or risk to the human body. However, not every study has shown a null effect of GMOs on animals. One study found that pigs raised on genetically modified corn and soy had higher rates of intestinal problems. This is an impactful finding because the intestines of pigs are very similar to that of humans, and genetically modified corn and soy are major components of the average person's diet. However, in this 3-year-long study, GMOs have been shown to have positive effects on the diet. Sheep were fed a diet consisting of genetically modified maize over a 3-year period. The findings of the study concluded that there were no adverse effects on the health or performance of sheep that were fed with the corn, and a study also found that the immune response to a salmonella vaccination was better in sheep with genetically modified diet. In conclusion, the benefits of GMOs outweigh the negative outcomes. We have a lot to thank GMOs and the scientific community for. In the future, the plan is to move forward towards sustainability and productivity that both consumers and producers will benefit